Good evening. Good
Good evening.
attendance. Huh?
Good
So,
evening, Didi.
good evening, Momita. Thank you everyone for joining. I really wanted you to join today because it's a very important topic. I really want your lives to transform. Dheela dhala life change mat karo. Okay. इस साल में it's not like normal people we are moving. We are moving like jaguars. We're moving like cheetahs in spiritual life. Transformation in our lives in all areas. Okay. So for that, we also need very peaceful spiritual practice in our life. Sajjana Sangatya, book reading. Good evening, Anandita. Yes. So friends, now we also welcome another volunteer. Silent clap for Tonmoy. He has joined the group. And Momita, as always, she is leading and guiding Tonmoy, and another man, Panalal, has also joined the group for volunteers. And Momita will be guiding these two men. So on over to you, Momita.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome on board to Sunday study session, followed by meditation. So, as the topic mentioned, that today, it's a very important topic that has been picked up that is regarding our inner childhood. So, if anyone can brief or if anyone can highlight what is this about, I mean, you are most welcome to, share or narrate your experience. Anybody wants to volunteer to share?
Does anybody know what inner child is? What do we do in inner child?
Have you ever heard of this terminology, inner child, ever before?
Even if they
Yes.
have not heard,
Uh,
I have done therapy on Tonmoy. He knows
hmm.
how we go to inner child. I've done therapy on Moumita. She also knows how we go and how we discover the traumas of inner child. Anandita also knows here. Anybody else who has done? Leena. Yes, Leena. Leena has also done inner child. So yes, anyone
Yes,
wants to share in one line? Yes, Leena.
yeah,
What do we do, Leena?
it's a process to reconnect the parts of the childhood that we
Hmm.
have experienced in the
Hmm.
child,
Yeah,
maybe neglected or uncared at that time, but still it is,
absolutely.
yeah, still it is there.
Yeah, correct. I think it is that it is the spark within us that holds the memories, experiences, and emotions of our past. And it is, by reconnecting, as Lena said, with our inner child, we can still feel the pain, joy, and wonders of our childhood. So today, Didi would guide us, how by acknowledging and embracing our inner child, no, we can help to release our emotional baggages, heal our old wounds, and rediscover our space and true nature. So over to you, Didi.
Thank you
Thank
very much. Thank
you.
you. Very, very well explained by both Momita and Leena. They have caught it very correctly. And
Didi,
I'm sure others for whom I've
uh,
done there can also relate what we do
Didi,
well.
I
Yes.
think it's not only past trauma. It's also can present trauma. Like
Yeah, yeah.
not only
For
childhood.
Minakshi, yes, that is, but that is also Minakshi. Yes, I've also done for Minakshi, the inner child, and that also is inner. Actually, a child, you remain a child till 21.
Mm,
Okay, so inner child is mostly for 21, but it is right. Minakshi is right that it can also relate to something which is 1 or 2 years back. because you are younger than your what version is you, right? So it's a child of yours.
Yes.
Meenakshi is also correct. Yes, true.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. So what why we inner child is so important. Okay, why? Friends, try to understand. Maybe we will do, if you have terrible issues, we will do therapy, but you can also work on your inner child on your own through meditation. Yeah. Today I will show you that technique. But before that, you need to know inner child is a vast concept, friends. Okay. It is a vast concept. And so in one session, I will not be able to complete. Even this session, I don't know how long it's going to take. I'll try to do it as soon as possible. But we will take only one topic of inner child and we will go on. And maybe some other day we will again take another topic of inner child. Okay. So every child, everyone who is born in this world has some needs. And if you see, Nipa just wrote, the child wants to be pampered. You are so correct, Nipa. You know, even if she has not done inner child, but she knows that the small child in her, she wants to be pampered, she wants to be nurtured, you know, and taken care of. And that's what one of the needs of essential needs that we all had when we were a child. Yeah. So these essentials, they are essential needs, friends. They are not wants. There is a difference between want and needs. Okay, needs means it is essential for a child to have when a child is small. Okay, but most of the times, what's the problem is that we are like uh, nobody is perfect. Our parents were not perfect. Their parents were not perfect. They were not trained correctly, and that's why the generation after generation, we have been nurtured by traumatized parents, and so we are also traumatized in so many ways during our childhood. But many times you will see when clients, some many clients who come to me, they say my childhood was amazing. It was fantastic. I have no problem. But when you see their real life, their present life, you will see their life is mess. If their life is mess right now, it means their childhood they had a very traumatic childhood. One of the reasons what we do here is that they don't want to accept is that we do not want to put our parents down, right? That's why we always try to keep a good face for our parents and say that no, my parents were so loving, so caring, they were so nurturing, and I had so many things. See, I had this, I had that, I was given so much of things. But it says that even the most best of the counselors, kids will also go to one counselor and that person will also say that I was traumatized during inner child, because nobody is perfect. We are in the process. Even spiritual people, we are in the process of being perfect. We're still not perfect. We still make so many mistakes. As mothers also, I make mistake, I realize, I say sorry to Ridan, work on them. And and it's like every day for me with my child is also my learning. That's why they say parenting, in spirituality, parenting is not about training the kid. In spirituality, parenting is about training yourself. Train yourself, train your inner child traumas, work on your inner child traumas. So my every day with my Ridan is like that. Okay. And now we will move on to this topic of essential needs. Every child, wants to feel wanted. Every child. See, in childhood, what did you want? You can write it down, friends. It is so important. These topics, please don't, I have taken courses of 90,000, 1 lakh. Now the courses are like that. They're such costly courses. And that's how I know inner child so deeply. So if possible, write them down. So important. The first need of an essential need of a child is to feel wanted. Second is feel special and respected. Okay, we all want to feel special and respected, and pampered, that Nipa said. We want to be pampered and feel special. Okay, these are the deep needs of any child. Okay. Third is the need to have your feelings, thoughts, and emotions validated. Okay. So, but half of the problem is that अगर हम लोग रोते थे, can anybody relate with it? That when we cry, our parents, some of us have experienced कि हम जब रोते थे ना, our parents would hit us even more. और रोएगी, अभी खाएगी, मुंह बंद कर, don't cry. Have you experienced that? If not from parents or somebody or a teacher, you know, the more we cry, the more we are said that why are you crying? You cannot cry, you know. So this also, you know, sometimes this happened. Sometimes they were said कि इतना छोटा बात पे इतना रोने का क्या जरूरत है? You know, you are crying for nothing. You know, so when we say all these things, and also when we say for boys, like, you know, hey, boys don't cry. Why are you crying? So we say all these things, right? And for women, we say, why are you showing anger? You know, it's very bad. When you grow up, what will happen when you will go to your sasural? You know, they will always. So when that means your emotions, what you are going through, a child is so spontaneous, friends. It never, a child can never act. It is so spontaneous. When it feels angry, it feels angry. When it feels sad, it feels sad. And when it feels like jealous, it can feel jealous. And then it doesn't stay also for a child's emotion, because they are like gods, you know. They feel the emotion and it flows and goes out. Okay. But during that emotional time, if a parent comes and does not validate the child's emotion and says, I can understand what you're going through, I can understand you are angry, you know, okay, I will stay beside you, you know, if you feel like being angry, just be angry, I can understand that, but calm down. Whenever you are ready to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I'm beside you. I want to understand why you are angry. So this is how a mother and a child bonds. And this is how the child feels validated that, okay, she is understanding my pain. She's not saying, ah, why do you have to get angry? Why do you have to show? Why do you have to cry all the time and all these things? Okay. So this is the basic need of a child. But see if you can relate. See if anywhere, maybe from our grandparents or our joint family, extended relatives, we were not validated for our emotions, and we were actually criticized that, oh, this person is so furious and angry, you know, she only revolves, you know, she only cries, or, you know, we will. So then the child doesn't get validated. Okay. Feel special and respected. Okay. A child, second point, I just remembered, I need to share that child, that's what Nipa just, you know, if you see the chat, she has shared in the chat that, you know, child needs to be pampered, special, respected. But पिछले दिनों में क्या होता था? If you are from my generation, I am in my 40 now, then what happens is that तब के time में क्या होता था? Our parents were so busy in pleasing the in-laws or the extended joint family, they had no time to make us feel special. How many of you can agree? I never felt special. I was
It's
made
true.
special. Huh?
It's true.
Yeah.
So true, including the neighbors. Including the neighbors.
So can you elaborate what is about including the neighbors? They also made you feel not special?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they would, cite examples of, neighbors telling them this or that. Okay, mostly it's about criticism, no appreciation.
Yeah. And they will criticize about you to the neighbors.
Exactly, exactly.
They don't even realize that you are alive. You have your own respect. And you know, if you know, they'll say, ah, ye to karti rehti, sunti nahi hai. But they don't realize they are creating so much of traumas in our life. Okay. So, but you know, can't help. They are also, you know, nurtured by traumatic parents. So, but just try to see the areas where we have been, you know, done this way. Okay. So, yeah, feeling wanted, तो time ही कहाँ है joint family में, या फिर like, you know, when you have in-laws, they are so busy working in the kitchen. Your mother, especially my mother, was all busy working in the kitchen, pleasing my grandmother. Then again, in the joint family, you know, they had to work with each other harmoniously so much. You know, they didn't have time to make us feel wanted, you know, that you are wanted, you are important. My father, like, you know, fathers were also at that time, they do not, now fathers are so involved, right? But during that time, my father was very involved. At least I still remember in the mornings, my morning preparing ourselves to go for school was done by both parents, my mother and my father. But there are also times when after you come from school, you have so much of time. You have so much of time to have that you need that want and to feel special, and ask you how was your day and everything. No, ye tab ke time mein kaha hota tha. They were busy in their work and everything. So that means we did not receive these kind of, special wants, special and made special and respected, and feelings, thoughts, and emotions not validated with many of us. Fourth point, encouragement in discovering and exploring your unique aspects. Okay. So a child also needs encouragement, that because a child is growing, it is exploring, right? For us, many things might be, oh, ye to normal hai, ye to normal hai. Have you seen that, a child, when a child questions a lot, many people, get irritated with the child. Say, itna kyun puchna hai? Now, har cheez mein usko question hota hai. Have you heard that? I still remember in one of the like one of my relatives, distant relatives daughter was like that, and she was made fun of, saying that she's like Paresh Rawal question mark of this Judai movie. Paresh Rawal used to ask so many questions. Yeah, but in reality it is not funny. A child will ask question, and it is the duty of the parents to reply. A child had, this is the basic need of the child, to discover, know more things. So this is what it is saying. Encouragement in discovering and exploring your unique aspects. So it needs that, and what are the aspects? Again, it is under this, there are aspects. Okay, what are the aspects a child needs to explore? Unique aspects is sexuality. Okay, sexuality, friends. Okay, very, very important, friends. Most of the times, these porns and everything, they are watched by people जिसको बोला गया है कि sexuality, sex is a bad thing. You have seen, friends, if you see our parents also, whenever a loving scene is coming, whenever a fight scene is coming in the TV, the whole family together will see the fight scene. Okay, and they will enjoy. तो तब के टाइम में तो और भी था, मार मार उसको मार, हम लोग ये भी बोलते थे. If you remember, those old times, people used to get involved in the movie and they would say all these things. Yeah, but the moment a kissing scene comes, बस रिमोट ऑफ हो जाता है. हाँ, या तो बच्चे को बोलते हैं जाओ जाओ उस रूम में जाओ, उस रूम में जाओ, देखने के लिए जरूरत नहीं है, and everything. Friends, this we think it is, we are doing such, हम लोग कितना संस्कार से बच्चे को बड़ा कर रहे हैं, कुछ देखने नहीं दे रहे हैं, उसको सिर्फ फाइट देखने दे रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं देखने दे रहे हैं. Whenever a sex scene comes, बस, if it is not extreme, okay, just a normal kiss or just a normal superficial bed scene or something, we should not change the remote. First, we should be comfortable with the fact of sex. Sex is not, how have we come? इतना शर्माते रहेंगे तो हम कैसे आए? हम भी सेक्स से ही आए हैं, फ्रेंड्स. But sex is actually spiritual when there is love between two beings. And all of us are that's for our parents, it was such a beautiful thing. It was a spiritual thing through which we came. And for us also, like when Ridan came, it was a very spiritual thing. Okay, so when you start feeling very comfortable with sex is a basic need of the body. Okay, until and unless and it also goes to extreme sexual desire goes when there is, ऐसे बच्चे को जब हम ऐसे दबा देते हैं ना, जब बच्चा, again sexuality, a point is so important. बच्चा जब पूछता है ना कि मम्मा ये क्या है, नया निकल रहा है, या फिर पूछेगा दूसरे का सेक्सुअल ऑर्गन को भी दिखा के बोलेगा कि मम्मा मेरे जैसा मैच नहीं करता है, मम्मा what is this, why is she different? And then again we say, ऐसे नहीं, गंदे बच्चे ऐसा नहीं करते हैं. Again, don't do it. Okay, explain that she's a girl, you are a boy, this is how the organs are, this is how different we are, so it is so natural. Okay, so this is how we always have to explain. Okay, there was an experience of a man. He had extreme sexual desire. Okay, and he was asking कि इतना sexual desire क्यों है? And when we went back, it was in a group there, it was happening. He said बचपन में he had a friend with whom small girl, they were exploring each other's body parts. इसमें भी हम लोग बोलते, oh my god, छी 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 छी, कितना गंदा कुछ हो रहा है, so bad thing. But they're kids. They are just exploring. But the parents came and they were like furious and they said, so bad, so bad. ऐसा नहीं करते, वैसा नहीं करते. Suppressed. And once you are suppressed, when you grow up, anything which is suppressed, it comes like a volcano. Anything which is suppressed comes out like a volcano. So then what will happen? This man now, when he grew up, because he was told, no, itna ganda bachcha, tum दूसरों का body part देखने का कोशिश कर रहे हो, ये कर रहे हो and everything. Now he has become an extremely sexual person because suppress हो गया. उसको बोला गया ये खराब चीज है. Realize we have kids or we will be having kids. We should not be doing all these things to our kids. Others can come and say, तुम्हारी बेटी क्या क्या करती है? सबके सामने dress change करती है. But you should know that she is natural. She is doing why do you care what others are saying? Okay, kids should be kids. They should not be forced to become adults soon. B, another point of unique aspect is creative gifts. Okay, creative gifts is, yes, this I don't need to explain. When they are trying to explore different things, music and everything. As for example, we tell Ridan, what do you want? We never force Ridan for anything. It's always, Ridan, what do you want to do? And one day he'll say, Mama, I want to learn swimming. Okay, try. Again, he'll say, no, no, Mama, I don't like swimming. I think I will try skates. We never say, what are you doing? What nonsense are you doing? It is his time to explore. He wants to explore and see what is right for him. In music also, we have put him in piano. And yeah, who wrote this? Tanmoy or Meenakshi movie is better example of this.
That's me.
Yes, yes. Be very careful with your kid. Let others say what they want to say. You should be confident of what you're doing. When you know the science, you should be confident of what you're doing. Okay?
Yes.
Then creative gifts. Okay? Creative gifts, I told you, this is how when we give freedom, provided we have I also understand we don't have the money. Then if we don't have the money, then we don't force the child to go for only one thing. कि तुमको तो इंजीनियर, तुमको आईआईटी में ही जाना है, तुमको एंट्रेंस टेस्ट देना है, मेडिकल में ही जाना है, तुमको ये पैसा नहीं है हमारे पास, तो तुमको मेडिकल का ही पढ़ाई करना है या फिर इंजीनियरिंग का एंट्रेंस का पढ़ाई करना है. ये दो है, पैसा नहीं है, इसमें ही क्रिएटिव गिफ्ट दिखाना है. लेकिन बच्चे का शायद क्रिएटिव गिफ्ट है क्रिएटिव राइटिंग में, इंग्लिश में. ओके, सो ट्रस्ट, स्पेशली व्हेन वी आर मेडिटेटर्स, पैसा भी आ जाएगा जहां से भी आना है. Don't force your kid to become what you want him to become. Let that kid have his creative gifts. Okay. Then power, encouraging them to believe in their own power. Okay. This is also, it's the basic need of power. Joy, the unique aspect that they have the joy inside. We look for joy outside, right? But when we are become spiritual parents, we will say that try to meditate and see how peaceful you feel inside. Still they might want a lot of things. We should not say nahi nahi nahi, bahar ka cheez important nahi hai. A child should explore everything, but at the same time we will slowly bring that child back to understanding that you can explore joy in your life, you can explore power, see how power feels like. How can we explore power? जब हम हर चीज बच्चे के लिए नहीं डिसाइड करेंगे. How the kid can explore power when the kid is given some freedom to decide what you want to do in life, how you want to have your food, small things where the kid feels that I am empowered to take my own decisions. Chota chota. Resourcefulness also is connected to creative gifts only. Resource mean how can you be useful to others, helping them to understand their unique aspects. Silence and solitude, that we can help them by teaching them meditation, that helping them to explore, sit for 5 minutes. And friends who have kids, reach out to me. I have this meditation of Shreyans Daga I really love, and Ridan actually frequently does his meditation. I think one is teenage, one meditation is for teenagers, another meditation is for child. Both of them Ridan does, and he has become independent because of that. I don't have to worry about him. I just have to remind him, Baba, you have not done your meditation, and he will sit for his meditation. Okay. So reach out to me for that if I forget, for that audio. So this is the part of the point: encouragement in discovering and exploring your unique aspects. Okay. Fifth point is feel secured and supported. Okay, this is also the basic need of a kid, to feel secure and supported. Hmm? So half of the time हमको किसी ने मारा है, पीटा है, जॉइंट फैमिली में कजिन्स मारते हैं या फिर आंटी अंकल भी मार देंगे, मम्मी तो है ही, कोई ना कोई तो, थैंकफुली आई डिडंट आई डिडंट हैव मच ट्रॉमा फ्रॉम माय पेरेंट्स, but I had traumas from my cousins, and but they love me so much, but it was, it was on the process. But then what happens is that the moment it happens, I will tell you a story. Okay. Inner child, when I was doing my own inner child course and my therapy and process with Dr. Newton and Dr. Lakshmi and Dr. Preeti, okay? And I was taken to these therapies and everything. And only one memory came to my mind, okay? That it was Lakshmi Puja, and I was just a small child. I was roaming around, running around, and suddenly one of my cousins, she was 10 years older to me. She's also young, so you cannot blame her, but she was 10 years older to me at that time, and she was in her teens and I was this small kid. And what she did is that, we in Bengalis, we do the rangoli with liquid rice water, if you know. Okay. And one second. Yeah. So what used to happen is that rangoli was, she was creating the rangoli, and she was getting disturbed by my song. I think I was dancing, or from childhood only I love to dance. So I think I was dancing or singing. My singing and dancing were my, like, pastimes. And she got distracted. She picked the whole chawal, and she put it on my face. Okay, whole face. And it was a feeling, I had intense feelings of humiliation, disrespect, insult, and the feeling that my mother was not there to protect me. I am not safe. I'm not secured. Okay. Just see how I'm just giving you some experiences from her childhood to relate to your things, how we, then a trauma. I'll talk about the trauma again. Okay, ये सब नहीं होता है तो क्या होता है? Okay, you will feel very, you will not feel secure and supported. So my childhood did not go, that safe, because my mother was very occupied in the household, my father was in the office, and many things, we were bullied, and there were so many challenges. Okay. And from there I developed a lot of insecureness, feeling of unsafeness. Okay. And then it will come to a point where you cannot trust people. For a long time I could not trust people. Okay. And not just that, my first love. Okay, I think when we had this meditation, the volunteers who joined, they know this story. I shared with them my first love story. And there also, for 4 years, there was love and everything, but no connection, no talk. And after 4 years, it was a big betrayal. And from that time onwards, you know these consequently, like my childhood, where I did not feel safe, I could not trust people. And then from there again, a man I met, a boy I met, who could not make me feel safe and secured. And I felt that you cannot trust men, you cannot trust people. So ye thai. But the and then the next came was, you cannot trust men. So this is how traumas happen, friends. And once you develop, I think for some reason, Panna is the only man who has, even if I felt I cannot trust him, he never gives up on me. Okay. And this is how I have healed my inner child, also through my own therapies and through my own processes. So that's why I'll tell you that how you can do your processes and where you can heal and come back to a place where you feel that yes, you can trust people, you can trust men. Okay. And the inspired and motivated to learn. Okay. Inspired and motivated to learn, this is also a basic need of an inner child. Hmm? It is okay to make mistakes. Okay. So then again, another thing, another example is that friends, बचपन में क्या होता है कि sometimes mistakes mean बहुत धुलाई पड़ती है. Okay. And I still remember sometimes, even if it is not dhulai, if it is just an insult, friend, if it is just a remark from a person of authority whom you look as a very, a very respected person, you respect, and suddenly that person, just says, maybe that person did not mean anything, but, and just, out of, he was upset. What happened is one of my uncle, he had beer, okay? And I was always a very curious child. And being a curious child is good, friends. I will tell you an example why. Because Bert Hellinger, he really appreciates the black ships, people who are rebellious and who are curious. They said these are the people who transform the family tree. Others to follow the norm, but people who are black sheeps or curious or who have a rebellious nature, they want to question everything and they change. Okay, that's a different story, but I'll that we will talk some other time. But here, what happened? This beer, I don't know, I was curious and I opened, okay, that beer and can. That time it was even, now तो beer can बहुत normal चीज है, सबने देखा है. But हमारे time में beer can, that Coca-Cola can, it was not that normal. It was very extraordinary and very, the moment he brought, I was so curious. I wanted to see what it is. And I, pakarte, I just opened. And the moment I opened, he, he was so angry that, he called me curious frog and he loved me very much. But at that time, he became angry and he said, "You are a curious frog," and everything. Then I realized for many years down the line, I was very scared to do experiment with my life. Okay. I was very scared to try new things. I realized when I grew up, I was very, there were many areas where I was very scared to try, to even make mistake. So this is what happens. This is a basic need of a child. Okay, you have made a mistake. Okay. Okay. Thoda gussa bhi aa gaya. We are human beings. We might get angry, right? If anything big happens. Even Ridan, sometimes he creates such big blunder that I'm like, oh my God, what did you do? But after some time, I calm myself down and I say, Baba, you are just a child, Baba. Babies make mistakes. So it's okay. You made a mistake. You have learned so much not to do that again. This is how, I train him, because I've learned the inner child and I realized a child will be scared to take actions if a child is, told that, the child is wrong, a mistake is not right, and all these things. Okay. This is the basic need of a child, to hear that it is okay to make mistake. So remember, you have kids and some of you are going to have kids. Remember, don't tell your kids कि ये क्यों कर दिया. अगर बोल भी दिया गलती से, next moment change the word. It is okay, Baba. You're learning from the mistake. How will you learn if you don't make mistake? Okay. 8. It is okay to witness love and intimacy of the parents. Okay. This is the 9th point. We show the fights between the parents. We fight in front of the kids. Okay. But अगर kiss करना है, hug करना है, कुछ करना है, हम क्या करते हैं? दरवाजा बंद कर दो बेटा. I'm not talking about having an intercourse or anything, but normal love, the love between two people, if not parents, even partners, and they have kids, it should be, it, like, if you see Europe, people, the kid, there's so much, people are so open. And the metro mein ja rahe ho, they are kissing each other, the partners, they're kissing each other, they're hugging each other, they don't care. We are always so worried, ये संस्कृति के खिलाफ है, ये खिलाफ है. ठीक है, अपने खुद का जो एसोसिएशन है जहां पे लोग देखेंगे, वहां पे नहीं करो अगर तुमको लगता है कि पीपल विल. बट make it a point, if wherever you can, it is witnessing the love and intimacy of the parents is the basic need of the child. Okay, the child wants to see how much the parents are in love with each other. Okay. Be encouraged and supported to separate. Okay. After a certain point of time, friends. Bacha, in from actually suggest भी करते हैं कि बच्चे को there should be one parent always with the child till 7 years of age. Okay, this is a normal suggestion that a child should not be left alone. You know, it's I know that in places like Denmark it is because in the government wants you to work and everything, so I'm not forcing you, but this is one of the very important way of really growing a good human being is 7 years up one of the parents should be with the child. Okay, and if possible, I know finances and everything, they all come into picture, but if not, then compensate for the rest. When you bring back the child, try to spend a lot of time with the child. If and even the lot of time is not important, but the quality time is important. ओके, आप 7 घंटे बच्चे के साथ बैठे हुए हो, रूम में हो, घर पे हो, आप मोबाइल लेके दूसरे जगह में बैठे हो, बच्चा दूसरे जगह खेल रहा है, दैट इज नॉट स्पेंडिंग टाइम, राइट? या फिर यू बोथ आर ईटिंग टुगेदर, द चाइल्ड एंड यू आर ईटिंग, यू आर वॉचिंग योर मोबाइल, द चाइल्ड इज वॉचिंग हिज मोबाइल. Okay, then again it is not time. Yeah, if spend maybe 1 hour, if you think it is stored, send 1 hour, but the 1 hour should be completely focused and these basic needs should be fulfilled with the child. Okay, see whether you have given this, made him feel special or not, made him feel wanted or not. Okay, but after a certain point of time, this point is that they be encouraged and supported to separate. After a certain point of time, separating the beds, normally kya hota hai, we sleep together, right? Till 8, 12 maximum, the child sleeps with the kid, with the parent. Okay, but after 8 or 12, slowly we have to teach them, also encourage them to separate. Okay, because now it is the time for them to develop their own identity, otherwise entanglement हो जाता है. फ्यूचर में खुद के बीवी के साथ भी अच्छे से, या फिर खुद के हस्बैंड के साथ या फिर पार्टनर के साथ रिलेशन नहीं रख पाएगा, क्योंकि if they are so much bonded to their own parents, now they should feel like a free bird. Especially when we have parents, what happens is that normally spirit, people, Indians and everything, Westerners are already, they are very advanced in all these things. They separate the kid from themselves and they start working at an early age, they leave the home also and everything. But Indians, now for us, we feel they are our security deposit. Okay, अभी उसको बड़ा किया है ना, वो हमें देखेगा. Okay, this is also a very wrong method, friends. Okay, it feels as if I'm growing this child so that now the child has to take care of me. Okay, but what happens is that we have to encourage them that I can take care of myself. Especially when we are spiritual people, we become so independent. Slowly देखते हैं कि पैसा भी आ जाएगा, कोई retirement टाइप का ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि रिटायरमेंट के बाद पैसा नहीं आ सकता. I can create my abundance on my own. I can create myself. So I will have my, see, I have my spiritual friends for satsang. I'm so occupied. So you can have your own life. So this is what we have to encourage them to separate from us. Okay, this is also a basic need of the child. And last but not the least is, after you have given all the love, security, everything, first is all the love, security, nurturing, and all the thing that the child needs. Second is, now it is time to separate. I have given you all the love, but now you have to separate. This is the second part of that comes with the child. And the third part is again another thing is that मैंने तुमको प्यार दे दिया, सब कुछ दे दिया, अभी मुझे तुमको डिसिप्लिन भी देना है. Discipline doesn't come first. The moment most of us, we try to give discipline from what, as for example, from which age they should feel separate. See, from the age of 8, I'll just check, but from the age of 8, a son should go back to his father. And from the age of 8, okay, 8 तक मम्मी पापा दोनों का प्यार चाहिए. Okay, but after 8 or 12, I think what happens is that now the daughter should go back to the mother and the son should go back to the father. This also comes when, even if you are, that's why even if there is separation and divorce, friends, you should never separate the kid from their father or their mother. You should not. Kabhi kabhi hota hai na, when we divorce, we want to take revenge. We say that no, I will not let him meet my son or daughter or this and that. But you don't even know how much harm you're doing to the kid, because a child needs both the father and mother. Okay, so for your own, it is our, we need happiness, joy, and everything, whatever it is, but for your own sake, you cannot put the kid's life, at stake. Okay, so what happens, this is what happens, separation from first, क्योंकि फिर entanglement क्या होता है, there is this case of spousification बोलते हैं. When the daughter sees that, okay, my mother and father's relation. Yes, I can I just finish and I'll get back. Okay. Once I finish, I will ask you to ask me questions, and then I know you will have so many questions. It is such an interesting topic. What happens is, again, once the this I've told you before as well. Spousification means, अगर husband wife प्यार भी है, but for some reason, if the child, if the boy or the girl is too attached to the opposite sex parent, they somehow deep down try to become the spouse of the parent. Okay, the boy will try to become the husband of the mother, and the girl will try to become the wife of the husband. Okay, एक्सट्रीम केस में सेक्सुअल अब्यूज भी हो जाता है, फ्रेंड्स. ओके, एक्सट्रीम केस में जो when there is too much fights between the husband and wife, and they don't feel the love between each other, and then क्या होता है, and then we curse, right? That's why spirituality is no judgments. Spirituality is no, we don't judge anybody. Extreme case में क्या होता है, the daughter also agrees and says, okay, papa, I will be your wife from now onwards. And the husband also, because he's missing his wife's love, or that
I,
the one that
Shangita, this is this is actually true. Now I saw even that the boy when grow up, they always try to protect the mother. It is very true. It is always protect the mother, and I saw. I can tell you for my own experience. They are going to be that 12 years now, so you know them. So they always try to. Is one of them.
But
They always try
Joita,
to
they will struggle
defend
in their
and
job life, Joita. Okay, so it is time for them to go back to their father, because the father is the external face. Okay, he teaches you how to deal with the external world. A mother is again deal with you, your emotions, your love, your compassion, and all these things are also important. But इसीलिए problem हो जाता है कि that's why we say that they should have the love of both the parents. Ridan, for example, he misses the way he misses me. He's more prone towards me. I can see that, but at the same time, he's crazy about his father. Okay, so thankfully that is a balance in Ridan, where he yesterday Panna came back from Denmark. Okay, and I was busy with doing other things, and Ghar ki murgi dal barabar, 18 years of marriage. But Ridan is showing the excitement that when is Papa going to come, and and he's like excited and waiting. He didn't go to his to his friends. He was home every hour. He's counting and asking when is Papa going to come. And this is very important for have them to have equal love for both the parents. Okay,
but
that's
the child is. I think that children, especially I can say about the boys, don't know about the girls' psychology, but I think they are very much emotionally attract with the mother, and the
see normal
other things always that the
attraction will be there.
papa will
Okay,
give
wait,
me this, papa will
normal
give.
opposite sex attraction is fine. Okay, but when it becomes extreme, when because where they feel that
No, no, that extreme
uh,
is
so then
different
it becomes
way. Yes.
spousification, and they if you see, there are processes to break that. There are processes where the both all the three, the parent and the child, all the processes are done to break these entanglements. Okay, otherwise they are going to struggle in their job life, their external life, and everywhere. Same is with the daughter. If she's too attached to the father, not with the mother, then again, mother, mother is the source of abundance, right? We did it last time. But she rejects the mother. She's rejecting the mother because she's so attached with the father. Then the abundance will not come in her life. Okay, so that's why a balance has to be made, so that, and also sexual abuse, this is what I was trying to say, right? Sexual abuse bhi hota hai, jahan pe ye extreme cases mein kya hota hai, you cannot even blame the husband or the father. Psychologically they are also low, and they feel that, oh, I don't have the wife, and now the daughter will work as a wife for me. And then that's when sexual abuses happen between, like, parents and kids as well. Even for the daughter, she's upset, but at the same time she feels, no, no, it is my duty. My mother does not fulfill the duties of my father, so it is my duty to make my father happy. So these are called extreme spousification. Okay, and in सब चीजों में थेरेपी तब तो भयंकर थेरेपीज की जरूरत होती है. Okay, so understand how much inner child is important. ये तो सिर्फ tip of the iceberg है. Inner child is so deep. To understand inner child, we need many more sessions. But today we will just do this and see another thing. Okay, try to see. Okay, hugs are very important for kids. Hugs are extremely important, friends. Remember, we need 4 hugs a day for survival. Just for survival, a child needs 4 hugs. 4. For maintenance, a child needs 8 hugs, double. Okay? And for growth, if you really want to see the child grow, a child needs 12 hugs.
What kind of maintenance? Maintenance you are saying?
See,
What is that maintenance? What that 8 hugs?
See, maintenance means if it is like, just survival में जैसे तैसे वो बच्चा बच जाएगा, life कटा देगा, उसको कुछ नहीं करना है, जैसे तैसे he will survive. If you want the child to survive, a child needs 4 hugs a day. If you want the child to maintain means ना बहुत अच्छा कुछ कर रहे हो लेकिन ना बहुत बुरा भी कर रहे हो, balance में. Okay, you're not doing very good also for the child, just maintaining the child. Okay, 4 hugs, 8 hugs. And for a child to really grow, so that the child grows in life, whether it is mostly inside, when the child is so happy inside, academically तो वो खुद अच्छा हो ही जाएगा. When the child is so confident, when the child feels worthy, वो तो ऑटोमेटिकली अच्छा हो जाएगा. उस चाइल्ड के पीछे तुमको दौड़ने का, हम दौड़ते क्यों हैं, इतना लड़ाई क्यों करते हैं बच्चों के पीछे? बिकॉज हम उसको वर्दी ही नहीं फील कराते हैं. आधा टाइम ही उसको कंपेयर करते रहते हैं. उसको देख, उसने इतना मार्क्स लाया, तूने नहीं लाया. Did you see? So when we are giving that, so I will give you this another example, beautiful. Please write it down. It is a very important point now, what I'm going to share. Hugs to samajh mein. Hugs, I have experienced personally, friends. Okay? That my mother and father both are Libra sign. Libra sign means they are air sign. Okay? They have deep love for me, but they never shared with hugging. I don't remember my mother hugging. I don't remember my father hugging. Okay? Thankfully, I get so much of hugs, especially from Ridhan. I love my hugs with Ridhan. Okay? I cuddle him, especially because I've missed. I give all the hugs to him. And he also gives, whenever Mama, come, many times he will come to me to see how am I doing, because I keep half of the day I meditate. So he comes to my place to see if Mama is meditating. Even if I'm meditating, closing my eyes, he will come and he will hug and he will go. Okay. And the one that I the scarcity that I felt at that time got fulfilled from, especially from Ridhan, and I could feel the pain, inner child करने के पहले, my craving for the physical love of the parents, I could feel so much. And मुझे समझ में नहीं आता था मैं क्या, me and my parents, we used to fight. Okay, for petty reasons, and I never understood why we don't understand each other. You know, हमारा ऐसा होता था कि हम समझते क्यों नहीं हैं एक दूसरे को. And my mother loved me so much. She's so crazy about me. She's all the time worried about me. Still, somewhere deep down, I used to feel, no, I don't understand. It was because, you know, this understanding also doesn't come when there is no physical touch. You know, I felt this, you know, but her love, I cannot even blame them. Their love language is different. My parents' love language is different. Their love language, my mother's love language is about food. She will all the time worry about whether I'm healthy, how much weight I've gained, how much juice I'm drinking. Now also she will call 1,000 of times and she'll say, go out the, you have a juice market just opposite, fresh juice. I will pay you the money, you go and drink. So she's so worried all the time. But I did not get that hug. And that's why I used to feel so scarce. You know, I used to feel not understood, feel so scarce. And see if that has also happened. Okay? Then you have to give the hug to yourself. I will tell you what you will do next to solve all these pains that you, because now I'm not just telling that you should be doing this to your kids. See where you also did not receive. Okay? We will continue. It's a very important topic. So I will not, don't worry. I will take all the questions and I will answer to them. Then now understand there is a very important point. Write it down. For a child, when you are spending time with the child feels you are loving. Child का ना, child का brain आदमी जैसा नहीं है, adult brain जैसा नहीं है. So what happens when you are spending time with the child? That is when the child feels that, oh, my parents love me because they are spending time with me. Time, right? Time is equal to love. Okay? Point one. Second point, attention. We all want attention, right? And attention means, for especially a बच्चे का, हमें attention क्यों चाहिए था बचपन में? You know, Nipa was telling that we want that, you know, that pampering and everything. It means attention, because attention means you are worthy. Attention is equal to worth. For a child, when you are giving attention to the child, it means the child feels worthy. And when these qualities we give them, imagine the child कितना grow करेगा. लेकिन हम क्या करते हैं? पढ़ाई करो, ये करो, वो करो पे लगे रहते. हम उसके स्पिरिचुअल नीड्स, इमोशनल नीड्स पे काम नहीं करते. इमोशनल नीड्स, उसको हम अटेंशन देंगे ना बच्चे को, ऑटोमेटिकली वो वर्दी फील करेगा. वर्दी फील करेगा तो ही विल क्रिएट हिज ओन एम्पायर वन डे, बिकॉज ही फील सो वर्दी. Okay, but we are worried about his education, his this, his that, but not about giving attention to the child, not about giving time to the child. Okay. Third point, affection, approval. Affection is equal to approval. When we are giving affection to the child, you know, this cuddles, yeah, that's what, you know, we do, right? That hugs and everything. They feel I'm approved. My parents, they approve me. Yeah, a child, we don't we want? हम बॉस को कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं और बॉस ने बोला ये क्या फालतू का है, कितना बुरा लगता है. वी वांट टू बी अप्रूव्ड, राइट? वी वांट टू बी अप्रिशिएटेड. Okay, so affection is equal to approval. So when you are giving affection to the child feels approval. And when the child feel approval, work on the emotional needs. Once the emotional need of the child is done, the child will soar high in the sky. Same for you. I will work on, if you did not receive all these things, I'll tell you how to give this to your inner child today. Okay, so that you develop these qualities and you feel, you know, again, very worthy, very approval, feel worthy of love. Fourth point is the guidance. When we give guidance to the child, when we give when we guide the child, okay, not too much, then it is controlling. But when we guide the child, saying that, you know, this is how, you know, I think you can do this or that, you know, just a slight guidance all the time. The child feels that, okay, I have somebody to, you know, guide me. That child feels very competence. Okay, one of our friends here, I feel so sad, but I am sharing his experience without taking his name, because, you know, I don't want to bring that person's name. Uh, we were we were in Denmark. We were in a party, and he was sharing that, you know, I lost my father at a very early age. So I always felt a lack of guidance in my life. I always felt that काश कोई होता मुझे guide करने के लिए. Okay. And see, and if you have not received guidance, you will not feel competent. Competence means it is not always about competing with others. It is about that competence that, yes, I can do it. I can achieve it. I can do this greatly. Okay. Then you will feel this in life as well. Also, just friends, when I'm saying, don't just relate to your small child. Okay. Because this is your inner child as well. बचपन में तुमको नहीं मिला होगा ये सब चीज. तो mark it down, because when we will do the therapy, you will, when we I will do the process, you will need all these understanding कि कहाँ पे मुझे नहीं मिला है. उसको अलग से, ये तो पॉइंट लिखोगे, अलग से तुम्हारे लिए क्या एप्लीकेबल है वो भी लिखोगे. Okay. Then fifth is discipline equal to character. Okay. When we are disciplining the child feels that, I'm growing as a good character person because my parents have always disciplined me in balance, again, not extreme. Okay. Which is called healthy discipline. Okay. And spiritual needs is, I don't feel hopeless. So it's like spiritual needs means like that when I make that person feel, when I'm, I give spiritual needs to the child, make him feel that, okay, this is like Ridan. From childhood, he has grown mama all the time, you know. I think this, though, I am 100% sure Ridan will have this feeling. They don't feel hopeless because your mama is not hopeless. Especially spiritual people, we are battered even more sometimes because इसी जन्म में हमको कर्मा सब काटना है, काट के इसी जन्म में मोक्ष प्राप्त करना है, तो हमको लेफ्ट एंड राइट कभी ऊपर नीचे से बैटर वी आर बैटर्ड. But Ridan always sees that mama can fall down, but it can never happen that mama will never get up. Okay. So this he will get, right. So this is what is saying. Spiritual needs means when you're fulfilling the kid's spiritual need, and he's also meditating every day. I'm ensuring that he meditates every day. So if you fulfill the spiritual needs, what happens is that they don't feel hopeless. And that is the most important things, friends. Half of the suicides in the world, किस चीज के लिए होता है? We feel hopeless. कुछ भी हो जाए, हार्ट ब्रेक हो जाए, suicide. ये हो जाए, मैट्रिक में मार्क्स इधर से उधर 1% 2% कम आ जाए, suicide. Why? Because we always feel this is the end of the world. But when you feel that, oh my God, you are the universe, you are, abhi shayad your time is bad, maybe you are expiating your karma. Spiritual people also go through very bad time because hum karma expiate karte hain, but we always have a hope that there is a dawn after a dark night. I will overcome this, especially बच्चे teenagers में क्या होता है ज्यादातर, या तो स्टडी को लेके होता है या तो हार्ट ब्रेक के लिए होता है. स्टडी के लिए होगा तो शी विल ऑलवेज रियलाइज दिस इज नॉट द एंड. माई जॉब इज नॉट डिटरमाइंड बाय मार्कशीट रिजल्ट्स. अभी नहीं किया तो मेरे पास, आई हैव द पावर ऑफ द मेडिटेशन. I can get even better marks when I will go to higher grades. And second, heartbreaks ke liye you feel like committing suicide. Why will you commit suicide? For somebody who doesn't even care for you, who rejects you, who insults you. तुमको, when you are spiritual na, you will feel, you might break down, you might crash. You might think this is the world of this suicide for a boy or a girl left me. But what happens is, for us, is that we feel that I am whole in my, that is what we don't wait. This is, again, I'm talking about spiritual needs, but it also came to love. Okay. Love also, it's a movie concept, friends. मूवी देख देख के ना हमको हमेशा लगता है somebody else is going to fulfill all my needs. That's why we always have a reality check after marriage or after we have a relationship with somebody, because that person is also broken. That person also has inner child trauma. वो भी अपने inner child trauma से आ रहा है बेचारा, और तुम भी अपने inner child trauma से आ रहे हो, और दोनों क्या हो रहे हैं, दोनों का जो unmet needs है ना, these needs, essential needs जो हमको चाहिए था, वो पूरा नहीं हुआ. अभी हम सोचे अभी तो हमको मिल गया, तो अभी ये फुलफिल करेगा मेरा अनमेट नीड्स, एंड ये सोचेगा ये फुलफिल करेगा, लेकिन दोनों ही खाली है, क्या देगा? But in spirituality we realize that I can give myself. So now the process that I will be doing is about, you don't need, that's why we don't commit suicide. Because spiritual needs for the kids is that they will never commit suicide for grades, they will never commit suicide for love. because they know that जो भी उसको चाहिए, he can fulfill his own needs. He will not depend on anybody else. Okay. How now next? Yes, I have many people now waiting for question. We can take questions. Who said they want to ask a question? Somebody said Vipasha. Yes, Vipasha.
1 second. Yes. দিদি আমার কোশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে যে এক জায়গায় বললে না যে হচ্ছে মানে বাচ্চারা যখন বেশি ডিপেন্ড হয়ে যায় একজনের উপর, যেমন আমি এক্সাম্পল দিই, আমার ছেলে গরিকের কথাই বলি। একদম আমি যেটা ফেস করে দেখি কি ওর বাবার সাথে খুব একটা মানে মানে ঝগড়ার মতো একটা সিচুয়েশন থাকে সবসময়। ওর বাবার উপর রাগ করতেছে, ও ইগনোর করতেছে, বকা দিচ্ছে, বকা খাচ্ছে, বাট এন্ড অফ দ্য ডেতে ওর বাবা ছাড়া থাকতে পারে না। ইভেন তো আমি ওকে এখন আলাদা রুমে দিচ্ছি, আমাদের কাছে চলে আসে মানে ওকে অভ্যাস করাচ্ছি যে এখন 6 বছর হয়ে গেছে, ওর একটা নিজের রুম করছি, ওখানে ঘুমায়, রাতে চলে আসে। ও আমার সাথে যখন ঘুমায়, আমার সাথে এত জোরাজুরি করে ঘুমায় না বা এত ক্লোজ হয় না যত ওর বাবার সাথে। বুঝতো? উঠে আসেই ওই খুঁজবে ওর বাবা কোথায় আছে, এবং ওর বাবার গায়ের মধ্যে ঢুকে ঘুমাবে। এবং যতই ওরা ঝগড়া করুক বা যতই ওর বাবা রাগ করুক, বাট ওই কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে জিনিসগুলো ভুলে যায়। আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে কি এটা কি ওর ভিতরে থেকে যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ, থেকে যাচ্ছে। এটা কিন্তু ভীষণ এফেক্ট করবে।
কিন্তু ওদের মানে বন্ডিংটা যখন এন্ড অফ দ্য ডে তে দেখি, মানে ওই খুব
আমার বাবার
ক্লোজ।
সাথে বন্ডিং কিন্তু ভালো ছিল, কিন্তু বাবার সাথে মারাত্মক ঝগড়া হতো। ওটা কিন্তু আমাকে এখন অব্দিও সাফার করায় অনেক জায়গায়। ওকে, সো হোয়াট হ্যাপেন্স ইজ দ্যাট attachment, when you know what happens for my, I'll give you an example. My father loved me very much, but for some reason my, everybody has a different nature. My father is a very critical. Another thing I want to tell you is that attachment styles. Okay, attachment style, that's a certain kind of attachment style also you have to understand, friends. That what happens, every family has their own attachment style. There are basic, तो ज्यादातर इंडियन इंडियन इन ऑल्सो कम्युनिटी में भी देखना कि अटैचमेंट, डिड यू सी के मैं तो प्यार उससे बहुत करती हूँ इसीलिए तो डांटती हूँ। आपने सुना है कभी?
হ্যাঁ, আমি শুনছি।
বা তুমি তোমার পরাগের সাথে বলবে দেখো আমি অন্য কাউকে কিছু বলতে পারি না, পরাগকে আমি আমার আমার হার্ট খুলে আমি আমি ওকে বকাও
হ্যাঁ
দিতে পারি, আমাদের মাঝে ঝগড়াও হতে
হ্যাঁ
পারে, আমাকে ও জাজ
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
করবে না। ওকে,
হয়তো এটা হয় দিদি।
so most of the Indians, especially Indians, most of the Indians have an attachment style of complain and nagging as an attachment style, fight as an attachment style. Okay, so we have, like, it means I love this person so I can fight with this person. Okay, but if you see in Western countries, their attachment style is maybe they become silent, they don't fight, they become silent. Okay, but in Indian family, the attachment, most of the Indian family, the attachment style is, most of them is that I have the right, and I also realized that when I did my inner child, I realized that I'm very, very, I don't, I am the best person to everybody. Okay, and I can really give guidance full of love and everything. And I realized some time back, but whenever it comes to people whom I love, okay, I realized that I realized that it comes from criticism. I criticize. Okay, I criticize. It is my way of showing love. You know, it is my way of saying that you have to become a better human being. You have to meditate. You have to do this. This is what my attachment style. And after a certain point of time, and I thought it is okay. Because I love the person, I have to tell the person where the person is wrong. How will that person improve otherwise? Okay, and this I have done it with my, and with not most of the people. I've realized the moment I get attached to somebody, I will criticize. Okay, because I realized my way of showing love is to correct the person. Okay, and and then when I went to my inner child, I realized I took this attachment style from my father. My father has a habit of criticizing. He always criticized. Okay. Whatever I did, he never liked. He would always criticize. Okay.
ওকে
So from there, I realized that this has also become my attachment style.
তার মানে গরিকও এই অ্যাটাচমেন্টটা ডেভেলপ করবে ফিউচারে
হ্যাঁ,
যদি
and
ও
তারপরে not
একদম
just
পার্টনার
that,
করে
এই যে এটা একটা attachment style যেটা জীবনে অনেক প্রবলেম করবে. It will create a lot of problem because you will not think that you are loving the person. Why is the person not understanding? I
বুঝতে
want
পেরেছি
only good for the person, but the person is not understanding. And I'm so grateful to Dr. Newton, Dr. Lakshmi, and my dear Dr. Preeti. She's like, and very good news, friends. In February, Dr. Preeti is going to take one session. Okay.
ওয়াও
Please don't miss the session. Okay. And they made me realize that Sanju, and not just that, my whole joint family also, they had this same kind, pyar ka matlab hai fight karna. In my joint family, I understood from the joint family, I developed that from my inner child developed the understanding means love means I will fight. Love means I will complain. Love means I will nag. The moment I started understanding this, I started working on it. This is the beauty of inner child. That
এখন
when
থেকে
we
ওর উপর কাজ করবো দিদি এটা
so
করে
গরিকের উপরে এখন করতে হবে না, maybe after 15, once becomes 12 or 15, he would need these therapies after 15,
ওকে
not
ওকে
now. But for now, I would like to please tell Parag that please don't criticize him.
not the
Okay.
kissy child they just I mean he shout a lot
Yeah, and tell him that, if Parag might also, because most of the Indians, I said, not just me, most of the Indians have the same attachment style. Love means I have to fight and criticize. So Parag might be out of love, he's trying to, correct Gorik. Hey, Gorik, this. And Gorik is getting offended.
ইয়া আই মিন আমার মনে হয় কি ওর এক্সপেকটেশন হাই গরিকের ব্যাপারে এই জিনিসটা আমার কাছে
No, it is
একটু
not
হচ্ছে
expectation. Understand, these are all inner child traumas. Even Parag has
ওকে
inner child traumas.
ওকে দিদি
It is not
আরেকটা কোশ্চেন
expectation.
আছে আমার
Expectation also comes from because maybe, his parents had a huge expectation from him and he has developed that trauma. Now, this trauma, he wants to put it on Gorik. Did you get
আমি
it?
ইয়েস দিদি আরেকটা কোশ্চেন দিদি আমার যে
Hmm.
হচ্ছে কখন থেকে এই যে যেটা তন্ময়দা করলো যে কখন থেকে বাচ্চাকে সেপারেট করা উচিত মানে এখন ধরো আমি ওকে আলাদা রুমে দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করতেছি আমি
Hmm.
একটা জায়গায় পড়ছিলাম যে আনটিল 7 পর্যন্ত একটা প্যারেন্টস বাচ্চার সাথে মানে ঘুমাতে
Yes.
পারে তা আমি
Hmm.
গরিবকে এখন আলাদা রুমে দিই সে ঠিকই অর্ধেক রাতে উঠে আমাদের কাছে আসে এবং আমরা মোস্ট ওয়েলকাম মানে
Even
সে
make
আমাদের সাথে
sure till 8. Don't be too pushy. 6 is also very early. 8.
না না আমি পুশ করি না দিদি ওকে রুমে পাড়ায় আবার চলে আসে আমার কাছে তখন আমি ঘুমাই কখন ওর সাথে কখন ওর বাবা ঘুমায় আমরা
Hmm.
এরকম ভাবে মানে ওকে মানে অভ্যাস করাচ্ছি বাট এটা না যে এখনই থাকতেই হবে করতেই হবে এরকম কোনো কিছু না বুঝতে
Hmm.
পারছো মানে
Hmm.
এখন তো স্পেস কম হয়ে গেছে না কারণ এখন তো বেদান্ত চলে আসছে আমাদের সাথে
Hmm.
তো জায়গা কম হয়ে যায় আমাদের জন্য তো আমরা
Hmm.
এই জিনিসটা করতেছি তো তুমি মনে করে কি এটা কি ঠিক আছে নাকি মানে এখনই কি ওকে একসাথে নিয়েই ঘুমাবো এই জিনিসটা বলতেছি
হ্যাঁ, পারতে একসাথে কোনো একটা প্যারেন্ট একসাথে ঘুমাক।
প্যারেন্টে ঘুমাই তারপর অর্ধেক রাতে ধরো বেদান্ত
Even
টানতেছে
for
আমাকে
Anandita also, I suggest don't like, I know that he also sleeps separate. Hug is very important for the child, Anandita. Even at night, the coziness and the love of the mother and the father is very important. If possible, try to make him sleep with you.
আমরা গডকে অনেক হাগ করে দিদি এটা নিয়ে কোনো ইয়া নাই এবং তুমি যেটা কথা বললাম যে আমরা নর্মাল বিহেভ যেটা বাইরে মানে ওই যে ধরো ওই হাগিং কিসিং আমরা কখনো কিন্তু গড়েকে সামনে করি না এমন না আমরা কিন্তু খুবই নর্মাল থাকি যেরকম মানে মানে নর্মাল এটা একটা পার্ট অফ লাইফ মানে আমি এটা কখনো মানে হাইড করি না যে ও কিস করতেছি পড়া গড়িক আসছে বলে আমি করতে পারবো না বা এরকম কোনো কিছু নাই মানে খুব নর্মাল আমাদের মধ্যে এই জিনিসটা আমি রাখছি বাট ওই যে ঘুমানোর ব্যাপারটা নিয়েই বলতেছিলাম যে
সেপারেশন দেখো, সেপারেশন আমি তোমাকে বললাম না যে after 12 after 12, at least after 12, let the boy go to his mother, go to his father.
ফাদার মিন্স কেমন ভাবে এই জিনিসটা আমি বুঝিনি
মানে
তোমার কথা
যেমন আস্তে ধীরে তোমার বাবা বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্ট, ট্রাই টু বি উইথ ইয়োর ফাদার। when he's going out for a haircut, let him be with the father. When he's going out for shopping, go with your father, have fun, you know and
কিন্তু আমার কাছে
spending
মনে হয় এই বন্ডিংটা
time with
অলরেডি
mother.
তৈরি হয়ে গেছে দিদি, যেমন আমি তো বেশিরভাগ কাজেই থাকি, আর ওই তো ধরো বাসায় থাকে, বাসা থেকে কাজ করতে
Then
তো
you already that is ready, the kid is ready. But again, the kid also should get your love. 8 9
Miss
of the এরকম না যে শুধু বাবা, he has to
Upail,
get both the love of the mother. Yes, yes, Lina.
CINT
Sorry, Lina, you are. I will just mute you, okay? If you, yeah, yeah, got it. So, anybody has any other question? Okay. And there are therapies, friends. The child should not get attracted to the opposite sex father or mother much. Even the same sex also. Sometimes what happens, it's not only opposite sex. Spousification can happen with same sex also. When a daughter sees the mother all the time crying, father alcoholic, the daughter will say, mother, don't worry, I will become your husband. Then the daughter starts becoming, the husband to the mother. That is also spousification can happen. For all these things, therapies are important. After 15, these kind of therapies should be done. अगर हो गया है कुछ कर नहीं सकते, लेकिन thankfully I am always there. You can reach out to me and we will do therapies, okay, for the kids and the whole family.
আচ্ছা, আমি একটা কথা বলি।
হ্যাঁ,
অ্যাবির যেটা হয়েছে, অ্যাবি যতক্ষণ না ঘুমায় আমি ততক্ষণ ওর সাথে থাকি, আর ও সকালে উঠেই ও কিন্তু আমার কাছে চলে আসে, আমাদের বেডে এসে শোয়, তারপরে উঠি আমরা সবাই মিলে একসাথে, ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু যেটা হচ্ছে, আমি মনে হয় ওকে আমার কাছে অনেক বেশি নিয়ে নিয়েছি, এটা আমার এখন মনে হয়।
both parents. Otherwise, you will see when the mother is crying, he will hate the father.
Exactly.
And then you will see these kids now, they have immense problem with outside jobs and everything. If you have bad relation with your father, you will have terrific problem in the external world. Mother relation, again another abundance, money problem will come. If you have, so balance always has to be there. Thankfully Ridan has a perfect balance. The way he loves his mother, the same way he loves his father.
দিদি একটা কথা
কিন্তু
না,
যদি ধরো যে পুপাই যেমন অনেক জিনিস বোঝে না, অনেক বেশি স্ট্রিক্ট হয়ে যায়, অনেক বেশি বকা দেয়, তখন না ও দেখলাম ইরিটেট হয়ে যায়, তখন নিজেই বলে যে কতক্ষণে যাবে, পাপা বেরোবে কখন, আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করে এসে আলাদা করে। তো কোনো কিছু পুপাই জিজ্ঞেস করলে সবার আগে আমার দিকে তাকায়, তারপরে গিয়ে আনসার করে। এই জিনিসগুলোকে আমি কিভাবে ব্যালেন্স করবো আমি জানি না।
So then what I suggest, see, even Ridan has got so much of traumas, right? Ami inner child, like he has also got, because I have learned inner child some 6 7 years back. তার আগে তো আমি এগুলো জানতামই না, আমি হয়তো অনেক কিছু করেছি unknowingly, which I cannot repair now. So I'm waiting for him to become 15, and then I will do some therapies on him. I will put him in therapies or inner child full course. Okay, so don't worry. First of all, the moment we know inner child, we can help our kids any moment. Okay, if it is done, can't help. After 15, we will start working on his therapies. And see, you cannot stop now a man from behaving the way he behaves. Okay, so you can sometimes, when, as for example, when the husband is understanding, you can tell him that, see, your behavior is affecting him, don't do it, don't be too criticizing on, don't criticize him too much. Okay, but there are parents will never understand that. Like my father never understood that, for him it is his love. Frankly speaking, I cannot even blame him. He used to feel that criticize itself means I'm showing love, I'm trying to fix her.
Exactly.
His all love was about, I have to fix her, I have to fix her, without realizing that I'm perfect just the way I am. And that same thing came in me. Okay, I also felt, and you will, Anandita, you also, because I know your inner child traumas, you will also have a tendency, if not your child, you will try to fix your husband or somebody else. Did you get it? Because again, our attachment style, oh, love though, out of love I'm trying to tell somebody that person is wrong. I will criticize, no, please don't do this, this is how you should be doing. But then what happens? Distance. And then we will say that other person is creating all the problem in my life.
Exactly.
Okay, And the inner child is so beautiful. And the beauty of inner child is it's never too late. Jab jage tabhi savera. Okay? The moment you learn, and I feel so beautiful every day, my life, mujhe, if somebody gives me billions of rupees and tells me that you should stop meditating, you should stop working on these processes, because inner child, because I've learned now I can work on myself, right? I can go to my child and I can do and realize and everything. I will never give up my meditations, my therapies, because they are so revealing. Every day it teaches me and makes me a better human being. You know, it makes me, and many friends of mine, if many friends of mine, if they see me 5 years back, again, 5 years later, or maybe just 1 month back, somebody will say, "You are such a totally." I'm like a, what is that called? What do you keep all it changes, the animal that changes so fast. Every day I feel, oh my God, I used to do this. Oh my God. And the person who triggers, and be very grateful to the people who trigger you. There will be people in your life, who will come and trigger you. They will make you suffer. They will make you, give you pain. They will hurt you. They will give you all kinds of things. And when they give you, go back to your own inner child. Don't target that person has done this to me. Then you will lose the beauty of transformation that happens in your life. Okay. But when you are in that pain also, you are crying and thinking, why did that happen to me? I again want to see where in my childhood the first thing that started, or maybe sometimes if you can go to past life, you can also see where in the past life, what kind of behavior did I do? How did that happen? And you will start working from there. Such a beauty. So this is what I'm going to teach you today. Okay. So what we will be doing now is that, I'm sorry we are running a little, but this was such an important topic. We will be doing a therapy. If nobody has any question, does anybody has question?
Sanjukta Di, I think Bipasha has an experience to share, so
Yes,
shall we
yes,
go
yes.
for it?
Friends, if you're okay, can you wait for another 20-25 minutes, friends? Because it's a very important process you need to learn so that you can do it on your own as well. I will teach you the process. We will hear from Bipasha a little bit before I start teaching you, showing you how the process is done. Yes, Vipasha, can we hear from you?
ইয়েস
Yeah.
আসলে আমি আমার যে এক্সপিরিয়েন্সটা শেয়ার করতে চাচ্ছি সেটা হচ্ছে এটা, মানে ধরো কিভাবে বলবো, আম, আমার মনে হয় তুমি জানো অলরেডি, এবং এখানে অনেকেই জানে যে আমার লাভ ম্যারেজ কাইন্ড অফ, আমি আমার ফ্যামিলির এগনেস্টে যাই বিয়ে করছি। আমার আমার মা তো কখনোই রাজি
One
ছিল
second,
না।
Momita, just record and translate, in short once she says. And Vipasha, you also be to the point, okay?
হ্যাঁ,
Yeah,
to the
just
point,
wanted to share if Tanmoy wants to volunteer to interpret, or if Tanmoy is not
Tanmoy,
available,
would
I
you
can.
like to interpret? We have amazing volunteer Tanmoy today. New
Yes, I'll try.
volunteer.
I will try.
Yes,
No problem.
great, fantastic.
No problem.
তো ওটাই আমার মানে এটা হচ্ছে মানে স্টার্টিং, এবং ওয়ান অফ মাই ক্লোজেস্ট আঙ্কেল, মিনি মানে তার সাথে আমি এতই ক্লোজ ছিলাম যে আমার চাইল্ডহুডের খুব ভালো মেমোরি তার সাথে আছে। তো সে আমার সাথে প্রচন্ড রাগ করেছিল এবং সে আমার সাথে টোটালি কথা বলা বন্ধ করে দিছিল। আমি অনেক যেভাবে চেষ্টা করছি তার সাথে কানেক্ট করার জন্য, রিকানেক্ট করার জন্য, এবং সে আমাকে অনেক রুড কথা বলছে, বাট আমি সবসময় ভাবছি যে সে বলতে পারে কারণ সে আমাকে মেয়ের মতো ভালোবাসছে, এবং আমি কাইন্ড অফ তাকে বাবা ফিগার হিসেবে দেখতাম। মানে আমার বাবা তো আছেই, বাট মানে সে আমাকে এত ভালোবাসছে অ্যাজ এ ফ্রেন্ড, অ্যাজ এ ফাদার, মানে আমি মানে খুব ক্লোজ ছিলাম। তো অনেক চেষ্টা করছি, বাট কখনই আমার রিকভার হয়নি। বাট এইবার যখন আমি গেলাম এবং আমি খুব কাম ছিলাম কারণ আমি মেডিটেশন করা শুরু করছি, এবং আমি কিছু মানে পজিটিভ ওই যে ম্যানিফেস্ট যেটা থাকে না দিদি, মেডিটেশনের মাধ্যমে তুমি তোমার নেগেটিভ এনার্জি ছাড়ো এবং মানে জিনিসগুলোকে একসেপ্ট করা শিখো। আমি একসেপ্ট করছি যে না, এটা হবে, ঠিক হবে, এবং এটা একটু সময় নিচ্ছে। এই সময়টা আমি তখন দিতে চাচ্ছিলাম না, তখন হচ্ছে কেন আজকে হচ্ছে না, এক্ষুনি হইতে হবে, এরকম টাইপের একটা ছিল। বাট এবার যখন গেছি এবং দেখলাম যে না, মানে আমার যে প্রবলেমটা ছিল, যে মানে একটা দ্বিধাবোধ ছিল, সেই দ্বিধাবোধটা ছিল না আর, এবং সে আমাকে খুব ইজিলি অ্যাকসেপ্ট করছে। এবং আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি আমার 95% প্রবলেম তার সাথে সলভ হয়ে গেছে। এবং সবচেয়ে বড় কথা যে সে আমার সাথে দেখা করার জন্য নিজের থেকে, আমি একবারও বলিনি, এয়ারপোর্টে আসছিল এবং সে হাক করছে। আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে আমার এই ট্যুরটা এবং এই মেডিটেশনটা আমার অনেক কিছু প্রবলেম সলভ করে দিছে, যেটা এখন আমার জন্য খুব মানে পজিটিভ ভাইব যে না, আমি আরো অনেক কিছু করতে পারবো। তো
ফ্যান্টাস্টিক।
আর এটা হচ্ছে, আমি এই জন্য তোমাকে থ্যাংক ইউ বলতে চাচ্ছি। এবং এইবার যাই, আমি এত মানুষের সাথে মিট আপ হয়েছে যাদের সাথে আমার মিট আপ হওয়ার কোনো পসিবিলিটি ছিল না। মানে আমি আমার চাইল্ডহুডটাকে আবার মানে মানে দেখতে পাচ্ছি, চোখের সামনে দেখতে পাইছি যে,
ইয়েস, ইয়েস।
এবং অনেক জায়গায় আমার যাওয়া দরকার ছিল, মানে সেটাও আমি করতে পারছি। অনেকের সাথে রিকানেক্ট হওয়ার দরকার ছিল, সেটার সাথে রিকানেক্ট হইতে পারছি। এবং অনেকে যে জিনিসগুলো আমি আগে ইজিলি বলতে পারতাম না, সেগুলো ইজিলি বলতে পারছি। মানে আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে আমি একই বছরে আমি 2বার গেছি দিদি। আমি ফেব্রুয়ারিতেও গেছিলাম, সেই বিপাশা, এবং ডিসেম্বরে যে বিপাশায় গেছে, টোটালি দুটা ডিফারেন্ট বিপাশা।
Yes, I before Tanmay starts, I just want to say that um, I think the first meeting I met Bipasha one-on-one closely was the meeting when me, Bipasha, Anandita, and few others, we went to a mall for a ladies' day out, if you remember Bipasha. And that day, Bipasha told me that, Didi, I always get, betrayal, and she was saying that, Didi, you cannot trust, I don't have any close people. I only get pain. And I think that if you remember Bipasha, and I'm sure the thing has changed because
Yes,
you
sir.
have changed, isn't it, Bipasha? Now
Yes.
you have such good people, everyone will love you. He said nobody, everyone comes to me only for benefit. But when we change, the environment changes. See, so many people wanted to meet you in Bangladesh, isn't it?
Yes, Didi. And and
Yes, sorry, Vipasha, again it got mute. Sorry,
সরি
Vipasha. Yeah.
দিদি, বলতেছে হ্যাঁ দিদি, এবার আমার সাথে অনেকে মিট করছে। এবং সবচেয়ে মজার কথা হচ্ছে যে আমার চাইল্ডহুড ফ্রেন্ড যেগুলা ছিল, তাদের সাথে আমি কখনো মানে কাইন্ড এরকম একটা ফানি ঘটনা বলি যে, আমি ওর সাথে কখনো কথাই বলতাম না, বাট সে ওই আর আমি একই ক্লাসে পড়তাম, বাট অপোজিট ইউনিভার্সিটি মানে স্কুলে পড়তাম। এবার সে হঠাৎ করে আমার সাথে দেখা হয়েছে এবং এত ইজিলি কথা বলতেছে। অনেকবার আমি ওর সাথে নর্মালি ফ্রেন্ড হিসেবে কথা বলতেছি, সে আমার হাজবেন্ডকে বলছে, জানেন আপনার ওয়াইফের পর আমার একটা ক্রাশ ছিল। মানে এরকম, মানে একটা মানে লাইট একটা মানে এত খুব সুন্দর একটা ইয়া। এবং সবচেয়ে বড় কথা হয়েছে কি, যে পরাগকে নিয়ে গেছে দেশে, মানে আমার এখানে সবাই আসছে, ওকে দেখছে এবং কথা বলছে। এবং সবাই ওকে মানে আছে না যে একটা মনে ভার ছিল যে সবাই ভাবতেছিল যে কেমন না কেমন, কিন্তু পরাগের সাথে মিট করে ওরা খুব হ্যাপি হয়েছে, সব ফ্রেন্ডরা আমার। এবং ধরো আমার আত্মীয় স্বজন বলেন, সবাই বলেন খুব মানে খুশি হয়েছে। এটাও আমার জন্য মানে খুব বড় একটা ব্লেসিং হিসেবে কাজ করছে।
See, the love is the love that you wanted, Bipasha.
I feel
You
this
are
time.
getting because you are transforming.
Yes, Didi.
Yeah. So keep working on yourself. Become a, I told you, right, that, I'm so grateful to have such amazing friends all around me, you people. Because when I'm working on myself, when I am trying to become an honest being, authentic being, people will trust me, right? They would want to be your friend. They would want to, hey, wow, this person has, so good, so authentic, so nice, trust people and everything. And they would like to be your friend. Yes, Tonmay, please continue, and then we will finish off. We will finish off. People are waiting.
Yeah, if I want to be more concise about what Bipasha Bodhi has shared, to make a good summary, that the way of transforming of life through meditation is make the life easy, and it also what she experienced, that she had a very good relation with someone, and for sometimes for time being the relation was too much deteriorating, and she was just hopeless that what's going on, and if it is going to be established again or not. But after starting the meditation and transformation of life, she suddenly she feels that, or she saw the result when she visited this time that person, that is changed magically. And she wasn't expected that much what she has seen the result in front of her by visiting that person. And also she was really surprised by seeing the approach of her childhood friends approaching with her, and surprising. It was completely unexpected for her, but it's really makes her happy, and she feels that it was only possible so that because she was trying to transforming her life through meditation, and it happens automatically, because she believes that it's supposed to be happen through this life transformation, of course, and it's happened, and she is very happy for that. We can't hear you, Didi. I think you're mute, Shanjuk Didi.
I said, I'm also very happy for seeing Tonmoy stepping up, taking volunteering and translating. So happy to see that. And I'm so happy to see Bipasha's life transforming, because I could see, last time when I met, I could see so much of pain when she was sharing. And I was really praying that I wish I could help her. But the problem is that you can help somebody who is ready to be helped, right? I have given meditation to so many, but only few are regular. And if you're regular, you can see the difference like Bipasha in your life. Okay. So I was wishing Bipasha didn't join then, but after a few months she joined. And yes, I'm so happy to see that. Thank you, Bipasha.
Thank you, Didi.
Yes. So now what we are going to do is that, friends, now see in which ways you must have noted, in which ways your life was like you felt that your life was you did not get the special needs that you were looking for. Okay. The need of maybe, to be loved, to be wanted, to be approved, to be and then what will happen is that I will take you right now. Okay. I will take you right now to a childhood memory. Okay. And maybe that memory will make you cry, go through the trauma. Therapy cannot be done so quick. Okay, friends, if you need therapy, come to me. Therapies take 2 to 3 hours time. Okay. But today I'll teach you your own technique, what you can do in meditation. And then you can do it for your own time. No? You or your own sweet time you can take as long as you go deep into meditation. Take some time to first go deep into meditation. Don't just start right from the beginning. Okay. First, just meditate, go into emptiness. And then once you are ready, then you can start your own inner child journey. Okay. Any problem that is bothering you, you might first feel the problem. Okay. And once you feel the problem, it will, and you will try to create a bridge, as if you are taking this problem, the pain in your body is helping you to relate to a childhood memory. Don't force yourself. It will come naturally. You will see that you will suddenly, you will be able to trust the first impression. You will be able to suddenly see childhood memory, जहाँ पे कुछ हुआ था जिससे ये तुम्हारा present का pain connected है. Okay. And then in that memory, cry, do whatever you want, whatever happened, completely feel it. Okay. Don't go too much into the story, but feel in the body whatever is happening. जो जब वो हो रहा था तुम्हारे body में क्या emotions हो रहे थे, anger, frustration, unworthiness, whatever. Feel it completely. and then see what are the things that you have started believing. Maybe you will believe that I'm not loved. Okay. I'm not appreciated. So I cannot trust people. As I told you, my first love made me feel that I cannot trust men. Okay. I'm not wanted. I'm unwanted. I'm not worthy. Okay. Men cannot be trusted. This is again, I said, I am rejected by people. Okay. I'm not good enough. I'm not worth. So all these things might, and see what more. I'm just giving you some example, but these are the things. So friends, if you feel that if you feel that you are not appreciated, you are not approved, क्या होगा पता है? When you feel these things, and Momita, now you can relate, right? If you feel that I am not good enough, I am never appreciated, it is like a mirror, and all the time the whole universe will make you feel with different people will come. Maybe the faces will be different, but they will come with the same kind of behavior with you, and they will make you feel not appreciated, or they will make you feel not loved, or they will make you feel that you cannot trust people. Okay, they will make you feel that you are not worthy. Okay, and then you will say, see, I told you. सब मेरे साथ ऐसे, like the way Bipasha used to believe, right? That and no, I cannot trust anybody, everyone betrays me. Okay, and because something, maybe Bipasha, you should see again, in childhood कुछ हुआ था क्या जिसके वजह से, okay, हम अभी therapy जब करेंगे, you will see, did anything happen in childhood where you lost the trust on people? So once you lost trust on people, disbelief on people, you will always keep creating this in your environment, and people will keep betraying you. Okay, and once this is done, अभी क्या करोगे? अभी तुम क्या भिखारी हो? तुम अभी बोलोगे उस आदमी को जाके कि तुम मुझे प्यार दो, तुम मुझे वर्दी फील कराओ, तुम मुझे वांटेड फील कराओ, पेरेंट्स को या फिर स्कूल टीचर को या फिर जो नेबर्स है जिन्होंने तुमको हर्ट किया है? आई कैन यू गो टू दैट? नो, बट द ब्यूटी इज दैट whatever you want, friends, another second thing, remember, whatever you want, nobody else can fulfill you, because you are the universe. They are also scarce. Everybody has their inner child from us. Now what you will do is that your higher self, jo hai na, your present age, whatever you are, and the higher self, when you meditate, you are a Buddha. The God inside you will go to the inner child, and what will they will do? They will tell the inner child that I will give you the love. See, I'm there for you, and give that inner child immense love. Maybe buy a teddy bear, friends, if possible. Or if you have teddy bear, hold a teddy bear now. Keep a teddy bear near you. Most of you, I think, have kids. You'll have a teddy bear. If you don't have a teddy bear, keep a pillow near you now, before I start this process. And once you go through, what you will do is that you will give all the love, all the worthiness. I will make you feel worthy. I will love you. I will nurture you. I will protect you. If the child is feeling unsafe, many times if we are beaten up, okay, or maybe first love did not, betrayed, we will not feel safe. Okay, then what will have? I will give you the safety. I will make you feel secured. You don't need anybody in this world, damn world, to give you that, friends. You are self-sufficient, and that will make you feel so good, so whole. And when all these emotions you are giving it to yourself, kya hoga na? It will become a mirror. When you feel, when you're giving love to yourself and you're filling your own cup, people will naturally come to you and love you. This is the strange paradox of spirituality. कैसा नहीं कि यहीं पे खत्म हो जाता है कि मैं तुम्हें प्यार दूंगी, मैं तुम्हें वर्दी फील कराऊंगी. Worthiness, if you give worthiness to yourself deep down, if you make your inner child feel worthy, you will get the best of the jobs, best of the education, best of the money, because now you feel I'm worthy of receiving the best, because your higher self will give all the worth to it. Did you get it? This is how whatever you feel you have not given, you will give it. Okay, am I clear? Any last question? Otherwise I'll start. Let me just put on a music. But how can I go into that? Okay, I will put this music. This music really makes us cry. If you feel like crying, you will cry, friends. You should go to the trauma, remember the trauma, and see what was that the need that was not met. What is it that you wanted and you did not get, and that need you'll give it to your own inner child.